yeah, I feel on top of the world now. I'm really excited to see what comes through.
This morning has been hell. I'm not going to lie, it's been awful. My kids have been awful, and then I've just not reacted in a good way. And ironically, I started this morning doing a beautiful meditation about letting go and releasing. I don't know if it's just brought loads of stuff up, but it's a bad day today, and I need to try and sort that out. Yeah, it's just crap. I've been doing inner work long enough now to know that when things feel really, really bad, it's generally because I'm on the cusp of something amazing happening or something big changing and transforming. But my God, it's bloody hard. Today's been a really bad day. This week's not been a great week. I've felt really tired, really exhausted. I know from doing gentle parenting and kind of teaching people with parenting that my kids start projecting to me how like they're full, they're not coping, they're angry, they're this, that and the other. It just feels like when you're really down, everything goes fucking wrong big time. And today is like the tippy top of that. This morning it was awful to the point I think I wrote my husband a message saying like, I resign, I'm done, I can't do it anymore. This parenting thing, 3 kids like bloody tag teams, one goes off on one, the next one goes off on one, the next one goes off on one, they're fighting, we're late because one's kicked one's not got his shoes on, so the other one's kicking off. Every single light in the house is on. The dog's complaining because he wants breakfast. Yeah, it's hard, and it always feels like when I get this low, I kind of not push people away, but I don't ask for help. It just feels like I kind of asked for support and help, and it's just not there. And I think it's because I'm kind of saying to the outside world, don't help me. I don't want you near me. I'm too messy to be helped right now. I'm too ashamed of how low I feel. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the day unfolds. It's great that I've got all of these tools, but it doesn't stop me from needing them. It doesn't stop me from feeling the feels of things being really, energetically draining, physically, emotionally, mentally. Well, it normally starts for me, actually. It starts off emotionally and then it goes into mentally. And then if I don't keep it in check and I don't sort it out, then my physical health will go. My voice is going already. So yeah, it's so important to kind of take that time and check in with yourself to be able to know where you are. And I'm actually going to put a message out shortly because I know that belief coding can help me in this moment, but I'm probably not in the best place to self-facilitate myself. So I'm going to put a message out into the group and see if anybody can help me. And I think the hardest part is feeling like I'm giving a lot and I'm not getting anything back. And that's resurfacing all of the old triggers that have not been dealt with. I wouldn't be stressing out about all of this other stuff. So yeah, I've done a lot of work, but there's always more that needs to be done because what happens is it brings more stuff up. So the work that I've done means that I'm not overconsumed by the worries and the fears anymore, but it means that actually I'm still triggered, so there's still more work in there to be done.
What a day, what a day. Reality check. As always, when you kind of just before you have a breakthrough, quite often, for me anyway, I can feel really kind of like down and fed up and like the end of the world. So yeah, I've done a belief coding session on myself today, and it took me back to my old career, in my old job before I had kids, to a particular time where just before I left a particular company and I felt undervalued. I was on like pretty much on minimum wage, and I'd worked really hard to get to where I was. Because I didn't have formal qualifications, I didn't feel like I could really ask for more money. I didn't really feel good enough. There were a few people in the office that liked to remind me that I didn't receive the formal qualifications. I'd worked my way up. And just, oh my God, just a reminder. And to the point that my reflection, which is what we call the kind of memory that comes up, was saying, can you tell Becky now that she's fucking awesome and she is good at what she does and she should believe in herself? Yeah, from this morning's despair of like wanted to give up on life, feeling like the worst mum in the world. I had a nice little break. We went and got a cup of tea in John Lewis with my husband, had a little mooch round, just basically gave myself the day off and reconnected with myself, and now I'm fired up and ready to go. Typically it's the weekend, so I can't do too much because of the kids, but I can't wait. I am so excited for Moon Circle. It's going to be so awesome. Or Self-Care Circle. So clarity is Self-Care Circle, which is going to be on the full moon, or just the day after, on the 9th of December. And going back to one of my old favourite things, which is drumming, drum healing. And so I have a lot of drums, so don't panic if you don't have one. I have about 16, 17, maybe 19 drums from doing the kids' workshops and things like that as well. And so, we're going to do a drum circle and bring in that drum energy. And if you've never done it before, you are going to love it. So there's a few tickets left. I can't remember exactly how many off the top of my head. And you can book that via beckybowen.com. And then Self-Care Self-Love Retreat is going really well. The ticket sales are going well. I'm really excited. We have a capacity to hold quite a lot of people in there, but I'm a bit reluctant to fill it. Because if you've been to a Self-Care Self-Love Retreat before, you know how lovely the energy is and how beautiful and connected everybody is within that space. Like Juliet's going to do a demonstration, and this is going to be a special one because this is how my real connection with Juliet started, because it's about detox, and that's how I managed to heal myself from ulcerative colitis, by basically doing a detox in my body, and then rebalancing my hydrochloric acid levels, and then putting good bacteria back in. And touch wood, there haven't been any flares for a good number of years now, and that's like mind-blowing. My prognosis was, I was told, was very, very different. Melissa Amos, who I first met through Red Tent, and then she did an Akashics Records workshop, and I just felt so connected to her, that I did my spiritual development with her. She's my Reiki master. I've done so many different courses with her, that you're just gonna be mind blown by her as well if you've not met her already. Her meditations are awesome as well, and she's going to be setting intentions. So what better way and what better person to set intentions for 2023? We've got Laura doing her Singing Mamas workshop, which, again, there's a lot of resistance with this workshop, but there really doesn't need to be, because even if you can't sing, and I remember one lady from the previous one was like, I can't sing, but by the end of it she was singing and moving around, and it's really beautiful. Feng Shui, which was like back from the 90s for me. So Caroline is going to be coming to talk about that and how we can bring that into our new year. The lovely Dawn Dobson, who is just an inspiration. I first met Dawn, I did a Closing the Bones, I think, with Dawn, and we connected through there. She just started training in reflexology, overcoming from her cancer journey. Yeah, I won't say any more about that because it'll kind of spoil it. Lindsay, Jess and Izzy coming to do an amazing breath workshop. Again, the breath workshops always blow people away. The healing that happens within the workshop is incredible, and to top it off, this time around they're going to be doing a sound bath, a sound journey as well, so that's going to be incredible. We've also got the lovely Ruth doing yoga. Now, Ruth I actually met. She came along to a Moon Circle. And I don't think I've told her this, but I felt like, oh my God, Ruth is like so wise, and she does Glastonbury with yoga and travels all over. I have such a lovely feeling, lovely connection with Ruth, so I'm really looking forward to her workshop. I'm going to bring something in. I'm definitely going to talk about my journey with self-care and how meeting that is so important, because that's come up. It comes up every year for me as we enter into winter. I make no secret that I struggle in the winter. The darker, colder months are. I'm a summer person. I love the sun. I love the warmth. So this time of year, I really do struggle. So I have to do a little extra self-care, self-love myself, hence today. So yeah, I can't wait. So tickets for self-care, self-love and the Moon Circle are in the link in bio or beckybowen.com, and I look forward to seeing you for those, and not forgetting belief coding. So I'm going to keep running the special offer of £65 for belief coding, and so I just shared with you my journey about belief coding that I've done today. We are like onions. We do have lots of layers, and they will keep coming up and will be triggered, but my journey, the person that I am since I started doing belief coding in April, is such a different person to who I was back then. So yeah, there are sessions available. There's a few sessions during the day next week. I may be able to do one evening, I'm not sure. They're all done over Zoom, so you haven't even got to leave your home. So if, like me, you want to hibernate, then you can do that also, and we can do it over Zoom. So message me for more details, and thank you for listening. It's a bit longer than I thought it was going to be, but take care. Bye bye.